Welcome back to 13 News Now at noon. The Kennedy firm is highlighting influential women across Hampton Roads, hosting the Women's Leaders Symposium. This features current and former elected officials of Newport-News. This as the community comes together to celebrate women in leadership. So joining us now with an inside look at the event, we have partners of the Kennedy firm, Justin and Carmen Kennedy, and former councilwoman Sharon Scott, coming back here to 13 News Now. Great to see all of you here today.
Thank you.
Excited to talk about this. There's a lot of moving parts to this. I want to start with talking about the Kennedy firm itself and what people need to know about the organization. So who wants to kick us off with that?
So the Kennedy firm was started by Justin Kennedy and myself, and it's a business and media consulting business that focuses on giving people the knowledge that they need to transition from storefront to online, giving them the exposure and the support they need to be successful. So we work with corporate clients like Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon, and we've worked with entertainers through my husband, who's a lawyer, with Stevie Wonder and Mary J. Blige, and so we really just want to put our hand to the plow and support the wonderful leaders in Newport-News and Hampton Roads. So.
And we have so many here in the area, so it's really cool that you have this, national and international perspective, but then we're focusing on Newport-News. So I want to talk about this symposium because this is coming up. We need to get the details of this and why this was so important for the Kennedy firm to do this. So let's talk about the symposium itself.
We are super excited about the symposium. It is on Thursday, March 27th at 6 p.m. at the James River Country Club. And we are doing this just to have the 4 elected leaders who, that was the first time in the city of Newport-News history that 4 women actually led the pack on the city council. So when Mr. Kennedy came and he talked, we were just having a conversation, he said, I think it's important to highlight the impact that women leaders make in the community. So we started with elected leaders and the 4 of us, and we want to discuss it so that young people who are coming behind us will know how we got to that point. People in the community and in the world would know our why. I mean, it takes a lot of energy and it takes a lot of time to be an elected leader.
Absolutely. Yes. I mean, so this is an opportunity to kind of get that inside look. But then, Justin, I understand there's also a documentary that's going to take this a step further. Tell us about that.
Well, there's just so many, wonderful women here in Hampton Roads and around the world. It's kind of like that movie Hidden Figures, where there's so many positive things happening here. So we just want to give them their flowers and to acknowledge them, talk a bit about what they had to overcome, and then really inspire, women that come behind them to get into leadership positions. So we're just excited about it.
Very exciting. And so at the actual symposium, there'll be an opportunity to see the documentary, or do we get more information on that there?
So the symposium is actually part of the documentary.
Oh, wow,
so we'll be filming the symposium, and then, working with collaborators to bring everything together and, put a final project together.
It's going to be so awesome. So how do we get our tickets? How do we get more information about this before the event?
Tickets.
There we go.
Show up. It's free and open to the public.
Okay.
It would be interactive. We're not just going to talk to them. We're going to do some talking about us, about the firm, and why we're doing it, but also we're going to have the audience participate by asking us some questions. So we're going to tell them some things we want them to know, and then we're going to give them some answers to what they want to know about all of us.
I love that. So just as a heads up, because I was actually going to ask you, what's the best way to prep for this? What kind of questions are you looking for from the audience?
Oh, they can talk to us, since it's focused this time on elected leaders. They can ask us about things, the way the city runs, what our role was in the city, how we got things done, how we learned to work with the men. Since it's Women's History Month, we can talk about this. We had to learn to, partner, acquiesce, and work with the males who were on the council as well. So it's the gamut. They don't have to focus in on any one particular thing to ask us.
I love that. So just come with whatever questions.
Yes, even about our personal life, because it took some personal sacrifice to get this done, especially for younger women who have families. If they're going to come, they're going to need to know in advance how much time it takes to be an elected leader if they have, 3 toddlers at home.
Okay, because there's layers to it, let me tell you. Thank you so much for coming. This is going to be a fantastic event. Again, if you want more information, where can we go? A website, phone number, anything like that?
Well, you can contact thekennedyfirm.com if you want to get in contact with us. And if you can also just come to the James River Country Club Thursday at 6 p.m. and speak to these amazing elected leaders like Sharon Scott, Dr. Pat Woodbury, Tina Vick, Tiffany Boyle, Dr. Best. So, let's come and celebrate these women and give them their flowers now.
I love it. It's going to be a great event. Don't miss it. We'll be right back.